I'd like to welcome you all to the Term 1 2023 Science Faculty Welcome. I'm Violet Houston, Education Partnerships Manager in the Faculty of Science, and I will be your host for today's event. Now, before we begin though, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the lands upon which we meet today, the Bidjigal people of the Eora Nation. I pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging, and recognise the ongoing contribution that Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people make to science, education and industry in Australia. All right, so it is now my absolute pleasure to introduce our first speaker of the event, Scientia Professor Sven Roger. Sven is the Dean of Science and the former Pro-Vice-Chancellor Research at UNSW Sydney. His research interest is in experimental condensed matter physics, in particular, and I have to look at this to get this right, quantum computation in silicon at the ARC Centre of Quantum Computation and Communication Technology. Sven has been recognised many times for the impact of his work and is a Fellow of the American Physical Society, the Australian Institute of Physics and the Royal Society of New South Wales. I know Sven is really excited to be here to welcome you all to our faculty, so without further delay, I'd like to invite Sven to the stage.
Thank you, Violet. Thank you for the kind introduction. I'm super excited to be here and see a full house. We didn't have this for 3 years. It's an enormous privilege to welcome you here to UNSW Sign. As Violet said, I'm Sven Roger. I'm an experimental physicist, I'm an educator, and most of all, I'm very, very enthusiastic and excited about science in this day and age with all the prospects. I don't want to repeat, but I also want to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land we meet. And I would also like to add that I would like to extend that respect to the land on which people join us online and acknowledge that. Maybe dial back the gain a bit. Yeah. Okay, thank you. So let's kick off and let's talk about studying science at the University of New South Wales. You have chosen science as a degree, which is fantastic because the skills you will get out of that are what you really need right now for the workplace. It's not just specific skills that are taught here for a specific industry now. We'll work here on thinking basically how to tackle a problem creatively and quantitatively. And those skills are transferable. As the job market changes, you're basically ready to lead that change. If you look at an example, in 2019, the most common degree among Australian CEOs, top 50 CEOs, was science. And that's quite a change to say 15 years back. So it's an evolution, and you see how problem-solving skills are evolving, and the science degree is highly valued. So I'm actually quite proud of that, and if someone wants the reference, I'm happy to give them to them. Scientists drive advances in knowledge and technology. So products around you, your smartphones, the houses, the cars you live in, you see more and more how quickly technology evolves into that, and that's driven by innovation in science. Science also has a huge impact on solving humanity's biggest problems, from creating vaccines to eradicate disease, think COVID-19 and RMA, big topic, big skill at UNSW, finding natural-based solutions to climate change. Science is a field where you can have a huge societal impact. So science is a powerhouse of discovery and innovation, and the best place to begin your science career here at UNSW. Our scientists, you see some up there on the screen, work on the edges of the unknown. We look for planets outside our solar system, search for the oldest evidence for life on our planet, and we're working on the understanding of the inner workings of the human mind. So you see this broad skill that is happening in our faculty. We also have a big impact on society, as I mentioned earlier, helping address some of the biggest changes we face, such as food insecurity, waste disposal, viral outbreaks in clean energy, and these are just examples. We're also working on developing new technologies including designing nanoparticles for tumor treatments and pioneering silicon-based quantum computing to build the first quantum processor, something I'm very excited about that's happening also in my labs as in other labs at UNSW. UNSW Science also has world-recognized and dedicated teachers who are committed to guide you and support you on your science journey. Our students and staff are also passionate about sustainability and being a community that embraces equity, diversity, and inclusion. So here on the screen, you can see some of the students that are award winners in the EDI Awards. And now many of you will have great ideas and further contribute to our journey to make this an even more inclusive place. Our scientists also have a very strong voice. Many are topic experts and entrepreneurs who are thought to inform national debates, government policies, and industry challenges. But it's not just our senior scientists, it's also our students who work in outreach and communication who have a huge contribution. For example, the amazing Kristen Banks up there is a fantastic science communicator, and her videos on astrophysics have 9.5 million likes on TikTok. So of course, we're not just here to work hard, we're also here to form networks and enjoy our experience at the university. So for that, we have social clubs and career programs directly linked to the faculty. 13 student societies are directly linked to the faculty. You will see many of them here today. And we also tap, of course, into the other faculties with more than 300 clubs in ARC, from dog appreciation and K-pop. And I want to encourage you, don't think in silos, don't think only about your school that you will be affiliated with, that will be a good home. Go also outside the school, outside the faculty, forming networks and basically working at interdisciplinary boundaries is very, very helpful. You have a great opportunity here at UNSW to do that. We also offer a growing range of work and placement opportunities, very excited about that. Our students have gained course credits working at organizations such as the Australian Museum, Qantas, and Google. And I just named those 3 ones to show you the diversity. And there are also plenty of opportunities to work in the labs. And again, I encourage you, work in labs, get the research experience, but definitely go out there and work with companies to get a head start into your career and find out what you really enjoy. There are also countless opportunities to gain international exposure through overseas study and exchange. For example, this summer we had students working with our partners over in Malaysia, but that's just an example. So our faculty's mission is to develop our students to become leaders who will solve many of the big challenges we face in our society. And as a dean, I'm privileged to basically take a front seat and look at the amazing discoveries and achievements and translation you will achieve in the next years. And I'm really excited and look forward to that. So with that, I welcome you very much to our community.